After getting laid off, I was desperate for work. That's how I ended up accepting a job as a night shift security guard at a closed-down office building downtown. It wasn't glamorous, but the pay was decent, and the guy who interviewed me said the job was easy. Just monitor the cameras. Do a couple of walkthroughs. Nothing ever happens. That should have been my first red flag. The building used to be some kind of finance office, 5 floors, all empty now, supposedly awaiting renovation. My office was a tiny security room on the ground floor, filled with monitors, a cheap chair, and a file cabinet full of old logs no one had updated in years. My first few nights were uneventful. Just static feeds of empty hallways and flickering emergency lights. Then on my 4th night, I noticed something strange on camera 3, the 2nd floor hallway. A chair was facing the camera. Dead center. I remembered seeing that hallway the night before, and that chair wasn't there. I figured someone moved it, maybe a maintenance guy. But still, I logged it and made a mental note to check it out during my next walkthrough. I climbed to the 2nd floor with my flashlight. The hallway was long and narrow, lined with empty office doors. And there it was. The chair. Facing me. Right in the middle of the hall. No one else around. No sound except the hum of the building's old ventilation. I walked over to move it back against the wall, but just as I grabbed it, all the lights on the floor flickered and went out. My flashlight cut through the dark, but barely. I spun around. The hallway behind me looked longer now, somehow distorted. I didn't wait. I ran down the stairs, heart pounding, back to the security office. I checked the cameras again. The chair? Gone. Not back against the wall. Not on the floor. Just gone. Over the next few nights, it escalated. Camera 5, 3rd floor, caught a door slowly opening by itself. No wind. No draft. Just slowly creaking open. Camera 2, the elevator feed, showed the doors opening and closing every few minutes, despite the elevator being shut down for over a year. I showed the footage to my supervisor. He laughed it off, told me the system glitches all the time, and that the real horror is falling asleep on the job. But it wasn't a glitch, because on the 7th night, I saw someone on camera 4. A person, standing perfectly still in the stairwell. No uniform. No face visible. Just standing turned toward the wall. I bolted to the monitor controls and flipped through all the other cameras. Nothing. I went back to camera 4. The figure was now standing on the stairs, one level closer to the ground floor. I stared at the screen, frozen, afraid to even breathe. The next time I looked, they were gone. That night, I did not leave the security room. I waited for sunrise, heart racing every time the cameras glitched or flickered. When my shift ended, I left and never went back. A week later, I got a call from the company. They asked if I had left anything behind. I told them no and asked why. The woman on the phone paused and said, "Our morning guard found a chair sitting in front of the security monitors, facing the screens.